Hi.
Hello, Hera. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome back to
Th-
Eurovision.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to be back after 14 years? Has much changed?
Well, of course, much has changed. We are dealing with a lot of social media platforms, and you need to be visible everywhere. And but the positive thing about that is that you communicate to people all over the world, like directly after your participation is announced. So I think that's amazing. And also it's grown so much. We're connecting to people, like, of course, in Australia you've been a part of this for since forever, but like for in Asia, in the US, in South America, everywhere the world is joining in.
Talking about social media, I understand you have some help with that. And is your social media helper any good?
Oh yeah, I love him. He's the most important person on my team. Don't tell the others. No, he is amazing. His name is Arne, and he's just good at this. He understands the how to go about this. So he's amazing. He's one of my favorite people.
Now, to this year's song, are you really afraid of heights?
No, actually, I'm not. And the song is actually not about being scared of heights. It's about asking, shall I or will I be scared of heights if you decide not to to walk with me or stay with me or be my colleague, or it's about these relationships we have, and when we want to take them onto the next level, and we are ready to, like, how do you say, like make an what's the word, skuldbinding, commitment, make the commitment. I mean, will you leave me heartbroken, or will I get a yes or a no? And will your answer make me scared? Because we all know this. I mean, some people that get a yes get scared shitless. The yes is like, oh shit, whoa, how am I going to live up to this? And so it's about fear of rejection, or fear of not being loved or not being recognized. And I'm not, because it's up to me. And that's what I'm telling people, or asking people to consider. I mean, are you gonna let fear control the rest of your life because someone else said some yes or no to you that you were not ready for?
I think it was your songwriter who approached you with this song originally. So how
Yeah.
does that work? Do they send you a tape? And what was your first impression of the song?
Well, I mean, each year, actually, since 2010, I've been getting a lot of songs sent to me, and they come through my email or through my manager. But this one came as a call directly from the songwriter, and with a message that uh, she would love for me to take this song into my arms, because it was like written with me in mind, and she felt it was perfect for me. And so I listened to it, and it fits me really, really well, and I connected with it instantly. So it was very effortless and felt right to, like, adopt it and just like, yes, come be one of my children. So yeah, and I still feel the same way. I absolutely love it. It's a haunting melody that I absolutely adore. It's a genre. It's a little bit like, my roots go back to the 80s, so it ticks in those boxes. It's with a current sound, even though it's like, like with an oldie kind of feel to it. We added the gospel kind of choir, because I like, it's my one of my um, good rules in life is like, if you uh, have the chance to have a choir, have a choir. So I love the song. I love everything about it.
Well, we know you from Eurovision, but I think back home you're also known as a jazz singer. So were you ever tempted to try a jazz number at Eurovision?
Well, in Iceland, I'm not known as a jazz singer. I'm more known as like a pop or a pop ballad, or like singing Christmas, like crossover between pop and classical. I'm more known for that, but my roots are in jazz. I I love jazz music, and no, after I participated with Je ne sais quoi, there was no turning back. I cannot come to Eurovision with the jazz standard because that's not my genre in Eurovision. And for me, Eurovision is about like getting people up off the couch, you know, wiggle your hips and like dance to it. So that's something that I want to bring.
Can you tell me a little bit about your previous work in musicals? Did I read correctly that you appeared in the Rocky Horror Music Show, and what part did you play?
Well, yes, I did. Back in the year of 95, last century. I was in the choir back then. It was like in the beginning of my career. And there I met a lot of people that are still good friends today, like Selma Björns, that is has been a participant for Iceland 2 times, and is actually a member of my team here. She is the director of my act, and an amazing person. So yeah, I mean, I was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was in with Selma as well in the Little Shop of Horrors a few years later. Then part of the trio, me, Selma, and Regina from the Euroband. Also, I've been in Kiss Me Kate, Evita. I'm forgetting something. Yeah, but I love the musical theater as well. It's like good melodies, drama, good stories, dancing, singing, uh, like yeah, everything about it is I love it.
Well, I must warn you that both Australian TV hosts are recent veterans of the Rocky Horror Show in Australia. So I'm guessing there might be a
Ooh.
little bit of time warping when they come around to interview you
Oh,
backstage soon.
I will be able to join them.
But but let's move beyond music. I understand you're a spokesperson for SOS Children Villages.
Yes,
And
I am.
why is this charity's work important for you?
Well, they approached me 15 years ago and asked me if I would be willing to be an ambassador for Iceland for the SOS Children Villages, uh, like internationally. And for me, in that time, it was a great honor, and I was already supporting two boys in Uganda at the time. So I felt. Yeah, I just felt it felt right. So I said yes, and been working with them, and been visiting a few children villages, and I love this. I love the method. I love what they stand for. It's non-political. It's like always on a communication, conversation level. We're here to save children in need and bring them into homes that have the amazing role of an SOS mother, which is a woman that has almost given up her own life to be a mother to these children in need. And it is just an absolute beautiful thing.
Great. Thank you,
So we
Hera.
connect
One final question.
on air.
When can we see your semi-final performance in Australia, and how can we vote for you?
Oh, I think you can see it at 5 o'clock on the 8th, on the morning of the 8th of May. And kudos to you for like waking up so early to watch. And you can vote for me because Australia is with me in my semifinal. And oof, I love the Australian song. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And the singers and performers, I love them. And they are actually across the hall. We are like totally opposite to each other in the dressing room. So I'll be visiting them a lot. So you can vote for Iceland if you If you feel the song, please do. If you are in love with another song, vote for that song. But first and mostly, just enjoy the show.
That's very fair. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.